That was a treat. Mr. Kiefer's been a good friend of mine for like years. The next piece, and this conductor's also here. Where's Dr. Earp out there? He's actually in the balcony recording the premiere of his piece. Hurrah is written after the North Carolina state song, and you can read that on here. But we've really had a great pleasure working on this piece. And the thing that's really hard for these composers, like the piece that Mr. Kiefer just wrote, I mean, it sounded great, but he had all kinds of constrictions. The kids could only play this many notes, they could only play these rhythms. There were all kinds of standards that he had to stay in for it to be authorized as the correct level music for kids to play. And we're really happy that we got such great music. Dr. Earp is from down more near the Charlotte area. He's currently the band director at Hines University in Mississippi, but he has a lot of family here, so he took this opportunity to come up and visit family and hear the premiere of Hurrah. This is going to be conducted by Justin Sumners, another local talent, also graduated from West Forsyth High School. Okay? He's currently the band director at Atkins High School. So here is Hurrah, conducted by Justin Sumners. cool piece. Thank you, Dr. Earp, up there. The next piece, Pirates of Ocracoke, is maybe my favorite, even though it had the most restrictions of any piece. None of the kids on this are going to play more than 10 different notes. Okay? So it was really restricted, but it came out sounding wonderful. Mikkel Rogers is a band director down there in Charlotte. He retires this year. He's written a lot of music for younger kids, okay? And just a great guy, but he wasn't able to be here tonight. But our conductor is another local guy. He graduated from Parkland High School, and he's currently the band director at Reynolds High School. So we're going to hear the Pirates of Ocracoke, conducted by Daniel Campbell. Okay, this is his girlfriend right down here. So I think we picked some great composers. I mean, this is hard to write stuff. Our next, and I have not heard from Terrell Cordici. I think, is Terrell here? He was going to try and make it, but he's from Greenville. That's a little bit far. Oh, hey. Thank you for being here. Terrell is one of our younger composers, okay, graduated from Appalachian a couple of years ago, writes great music, okay. Now we asked him to write a piece that's a little bit harder, okay, so it's, you'll be able to tell that the ranges are expanded and there's more rhythms and there's more solo instruments and things like that, okay. But Terrell, I heard a couple of Terrell's pieces when we first started trying to pick composers, and we wanted composers that represented North Carolina, you know, and everything that's good about North Carolina. Terrell had just written great stuff, and he was young, okay, so we picked him. He also, I love the story about the piece, For a Nickel, that it's actually the theme song from from the Pepsi Cola company back in the 30s, okay, when Pepsi Cola actually was a nickel, you know. And their little theme song, which was also an Irish tune, Do You Ken John Deere, I think. But anyway, Terrell wrote it because his stepfather, Terrell, went to Rose High School in Greenville, North Carolina. Okay? And he was in the marching band like all good band students. And his father would come pick him up from marching band rehearsal in one of those huge Pepsi trucks, okay? So it's like, no way everybody didn't know where Terrell's dad worked. So we're really proud of this piece. This is a little more jazzy piece. And again, it's conducted by a hometown guy, Derek James, who graduated from Glenn High School, currently teaches in Davie County. So we're going to hear For a Nickel, conducted by Derek James. Thank you, Terrell, and thanks for being here. You can tell that's somewhat harder to play than the other pieces we played. The next piece we commissioned is actually from one of my favorite composers, Brittany J. Green, and the story behind it was I'd listened to some of her music. She's from Eastern North Carolina, got her bachelor's degree from UNC Pembroke, her master's from ECU, and she's currently a doctoral student at Duke University. So she's got a lot of education, but she's written some great music. It's kind of eclectic. It's not for one type of ensemble or another. She's recently had things premiered in Atlanta and New York, okay? And she was supposed to write one of our more difficult pieces, and then some things got in the way. And anyway, we're gonna let one of those colleges that helped us with this play that piece next year, okay? So we just weren't gonna have time to give it due justice, okay? But then we found out, like this was just like 3 weeks ago, that one of the band members here had actually written a piece for band, okay? And he showed it to us and sent us a recording, and it's really good, okay? And this is Chris Lim. This is the young man that wrote it. Say hi, Chris. If you see all the band members stomping their feet, they really like this, okay? The conductor for this is the band director from Davie High School, Mr. Matthew Brousseau, and I really think you're gonna just be floored with how good this piece is. So here's Mr. Matthew Brousseau, conducting Cycles by Chris Lim. really growing well up in Mount Airy. Our next piece, and before we do that, I'm going to introduce a few of the kids, okay? And I didn't tell them I was going to do this, but I am anyway. If anybody who was in an all-county band ever, please stand up. Job well done, guys. Y'all sit down, okay? So that's they were the best in their county, and we've got students from 5 counties. If you were in the all-district band, please stand up. Wonderful, thank you. And they don't know it, but I was actually in the all-district band in 1969. Same one they're in. Our all-district band is actually, so you know, that's 19 counties. So those kids standing were the best in 19 counties. Okay, if you were an all-state band, stand up. And one of the questions back here too. Now that's all state. You know, can you imagine if they were, this is one of my problems I have with Forsyth County. What if they were all state, anything else besides band? They'd be on the front page of the journal, you know? So that really bothers me sometimes, that these kids work so hard and get so little recognition from the community. I wish we could help them. All right, and this one, if you were in an all-American band, please stand up. Garrett Sapp, great guy, and this story, if you don't love this, there's just something wrong. Garrett is flying to France in the morning, okay? And the United States All-American Band is going to play on the beach at Normandy Monday on Memorial Day. That's about as good as it gets. All right, our next piece, and this piece added on, we started with 6 pieces because there's 6 pieces levels of music for the state. But one of the better known composers in the world now is a man named Stephen Bryant, who just happens to live in Durham. His wife teaches at Duke, okay? And I got to talk to him, well, I've known him a while, but I was talking to him and he thought, well, hey, you know, I usually write all this really difficult stuff. I mean, he writes stuff that's too hard for anybody to play, you know, just the way it is. He said, I really wanted to start writing some things that schools could play, high schools and colleges could play, you know, and make sound good. And I thought, wow, man, that's great, you know. And he gave us a real cut rate on his commission fee, so I thought that was really good. And he came up with this a beautiful piece. It's not difficult, but the kids have to work together, you know, and they have to listen to each other and answer back and forth and stuff like that. Our next conductor is Alex Askew, who's the band director at East Forsyth, graduated from UNCG, phenomenal French horn player. But this is the premiere of A Loft by Stephen Bryant, conducted by Alex Askew. I do think that's just like a really cool piece to listen to. Before we perform our final number, I do want to recognize our seniors because they're all leaving. Well, one thing, actually, we have 5 or 6 people in here that are actually in college, but they played with us before and they wanted to play the concert. So we said, sure. So that's really neat to have some of the older students come back and join us. But we have a nice plaque for each one of our seniors. Guys, if you'll come over here and get them at the end of the concert, we won't have everybody walk up here. But I want to announce everybody and stand up when I call your name. One thing that's really good about music groups is when you recognize the seniors, you're pretty sure all of them are going to college. You know, and that doesn't happen with all the groups at school. Okay. All right, Lucas Bradley from Atkins. Lucas is going to Appalachian State University, major in music education. Okay. Rowan Gladden, also from Atkins. Rowan is going to go on a 2-year mission with his church, and then he's going to attend Brigham Young University. Okay, we're really proud of him. Richard Knuckles from Davie High. Richard is going to Appalachian State University and major in music education. Kaylee Picard, Atkins. Kaylee is going to Western Carolina and major in music education. James Ryle from Davie. James is going to NC State and he's going to double major in biology and psychology. I was in graduate school before I could spell those words. All right, Sarah Scoggin from Reagan High School. Sarah's going to go to UNC Chapel Hill, major in biology, but she will be playing in the band and orchestra there. Grayson Swain from Walkertown High School. Grayson is going to Western Carolina University and major in music education. Michael Cottle from West Oak High School. Michael's going to Guilford Tech and he's going to get a degree in audio engineering. Miley Grossenbeck from West Stokes. Miley is going to Catawba College and major in music performance. Molly Jacobs from West Forsyth. Molly is going to UNCG and major in music education. Chris Lim from Mount Airy High School. Chris is going to Western Carolina University and major in commercial music and audio production. Emily McManus from Oak Grove High School. Emily is going to Western Carolina University. She's going to major in music education and minor in Spanish. Maggie McSally from Reagan High School. Maggie is going to NC State and major in environmental science. Caleb Morris from Davie High School. Caleb is going to Campbell and will major in music education. Caitlin Murphy from West Stokes High School. Caitlin is going to Greensboro College to major in music education and is also engaged to be married. Garrett Sapp from Reagan High School. Our Memorial Day wonder. He's going to UNC Chapel Hill, and he's going to double major in music performance and engineering. He will have no social life. Bobby Severs from Atkins. Bobby is going to the State University of New York at Fredonia. He's going to double major in music performance and music therapy and minor in psychology. Paul Schupp from Atkins. Paul is going to Appalachian State University and major in music education. Noah Smith from Davie. Noah is going to Western Carolina and major in music education. It's really kind of sad to have this many seniors. Claire Wagner from Reagan High School. Claire is going to NC State, and she's going to double major in anthropology and plant biology. So thank you again for all. This is such a great crowd to be here tonight. We love it. Is Bruce Tippett here? There's Bruce. Okay. The last piece is called To the Mountaintop, and we asked Bruce to write our most difficult piece, okay, and it just turned out beautiful. Okay, it's going to be conducted by Robert Johnston from Reagan High School, so we're just going to let him play.